Hi, I'm Emina Milton, but people in church call me Bimbo. So I remember meeting Pastor during a service called Unashamed. And to me, it was supposed to be a one-off thing where I would just, come and then go back to my usual church. But then I was invited to other services and I kept coming. And during that time, I just realized that being under pastor's ministry was a place that I wanted to be in. So it was very easy for me to make a decision to stay in URF. And when I first met Pastor, to be very honest, I wasn't a Christian because I grew up in a Christian and Muslim household. So my entire life, I've called myself a Christmas, or like during Easter and Christmas, I'm a Christian. During Eid or Salah, I'm a Muslim. So I've been confused my entire life. But I think I've always been pushed more towards being a Christian because of influence from my mom, school, and other things in my life. And then when I first met Pastor, it was very confusing to me because everything was new to me. And I think that's one of the reasons Pastor and I bonded well, because I always had new questions to ask him, because to me, it felt like I was doing something that I had never seen before, something that I had never heard of before, because I had been to churches where it was like, we would just pray, they would preach, but I never felt like it was a family for me. But coming here, I saw how Pastor was also impacting other people's lives. And to me, it seemed like I wasn't sure of what I was doing. And I just used to ask a lot of questions, and Pastor would always answer. And I think, I don't know, but I believe I met Pastor at a very important time of my life. I think it was the most perfect time because last year wasn't easy for me. I feel like literally like 1 month after I met Pastor, like from then on, like things that I had never experienced in my life before, I was experiencing them. And I'm normally a person that like I would do everything by myself, go through everything by myself. But during that time, I needed support, like I needed directions. And it wasn't just normal directions, it was like directions to God. And Pastor was that person that was there for me during that time. And I remember every time I had a problem, I would message Pastor. I would be like, please pray for me, because I can't pray for myself. Because I felt like I just couldn't pray. I felt like I did not know God enough to pray to him and he would hear me and answer me. And I remember that there was a day that Pastor said something to me. He said that the same God that he serves is the same God that I serve. And if he can pray to God and God will answer him, then if I have faith, I can pray to God and God will answer me. And I think from that day, I really put in efforts to know God more. And Pastor has just always been that person to give me advice. Like even when I wasn't asking for it, like Pastor would tell me, do this and do that. And like I am really grateful for Pastor. And now that I'm able to actually, get to know God for myself, it's not a thing where I don't speak to Pastor anymore, because I've accepted Pastor as my spiritual father. So from time to time, I would still ask Pastor for guidance. I know that he's leading me, but I know that with him being my spiritual father, I still need to, ask him for guidance. And I'm so grateful to God that I met Pastor. I'm so grateful for every experience I've had in URF, and I'm happy about my growth in URF as well. Thank you, Pastor, and happy birthday. I wish you long life and prosperity and more grace to your ministry. Bye.